Yassas, welcome, Yasu, and hello from Amigo Darren and to the amigos of Pafos FC. Today we are looking to last night's catastrophe against Omonoia in the GSP Stadium in Nicosia. Well, Pafos went there with the idea of staying top of the division. And we fielded a very strong team, indeed, at that match last night. However, was not to be. And we've just got a few highlights for those of you that missed on C Division. Pafos playing in dark blue from right to left in the first half, and Omonoia playing in white. So they had the first break in the game, early doors, a shot that went high and wide. They were playing well, and it was a end-to-end game, believe it or not, even though the highlights are pretty one-sided for Omonoia. A good header there, great save by Pafos goalkeeper. Absolutely, Gorta was on fire. Great save. Another attack from Omonoia here. He puts it high and wide past the far post. You can see what he was trying to do. He was trying to curl it into the back corner there. Pafos, though, on the break, a little flick on here, and Correa going down the wing. A long ball round to the 6-yard box. Dragomir sliding in. 1-0 Pafos. Our little bar went mad, just like those fans were. A great pass from Correa, swept it round the outside of the fullbacks, and Dragomir rushing in on the far side. Perfect pass. Great start for Pafos, or so we thought. Anyway, there's a few things that we need to talk about in this game that have not been shown on the C Division highlights, which we'll address at the end of the video. And I think I know why. But we'll have a look at it. But they just keep rerunning the goal. And this attempt here by Correa, placed wide, but then Dragomir slides in, and we think, yeah, that's 2-0, exactly the same move. They've identified a weakness in the Omonoia defence with this sweeping ball to the far corner and a tap in. But unfortunately, it was offside. VAR check, and that's how close it was. Pretty close to offside. Great thundering free kick, though, from Omonoia off the bar. I mean, another 6 inches lower and that would have flown in. Tankovic, of all people, as well. So thank goodness he didn't score. We've never heard the last of it. A bit of a goalmouth scramble on this one. We managed to clear it away, but it was like this most of the game. It was end-to-end stuff. Pafos did have their chances, but didn't take them. Omonoia had more chances, I'll give them that, and they also didn't take them. But that was a golden opportunity there. Great save again by Gorta. They were starting to get frustrated when they were 1-0 down. You could see them arguing and stuff like that. We thought, oh, this might be our day, could be our day. But was not to be. This is now the second half with Omonoia attacking from left to right. Sweeps it across, totally unmarked. And that's the sweetest strike he'll have on his left foot. Without a shadow of a doubt. Semedo, great goal. Absolutely rocket. And Gorta did try and save it, but the shot was just too strong. Too strong for him to parry that away with one-handed. Maybe he should have gone with two. But what's done is done. It's history. It's all water under the bridge, as they say. But credit where credit's due. A good strike. Great goal. Boom. Anyway, what can I say? The travelling Pafos fans were in good voice behind the goal there. And unfortunately, that hushed us up a little bit, to say the least. Certainly hushed us up in the bar, apart from the Omonoia lads who were sat on the other side of it. They had a whale of a time. Anyway, that free kick straight into Gorta's arms there. And we gave away the ball a few times in the second half, way too easily. Way too easily. Semedo again, and great block by the Pafos defender there. Again, on the edge of the box, looking to punish, and again, Omonoia puts it over high and wide. So I think we got off quite lightly. with the opportunities that Omonoia had. And this 90, near enough to the 90th minute, and he does a little flick round the back, and David Luiz catches him, brings him down. No complaints, definitely a penalty, without a shadow of a doubt. Don't know why the referee had to check that, because like you could see as soon as he'd done it, it was contact. Anyway, Semedo steps up, buries it, 2-1 Omonoia, and we lose the match literally a minute, 60 seconds after that. Ref blows up around about 94. And away we go, back to Pafos with our tails between our legs. But that said and done, I know Omonoia won the game. It's not a problem. It's what's on the scoreboard at the end of the day. Everybody listens to. So Omonoia go top of the division, having beaten Pafos 2-1. It was a well-struck penalty. Credit's due again. He's playing well for him, Semedo. Ironic, really. He used to be a Pafos player. Anyway, so what did we want to talk about? Well, let's talk about something that I have scrolled through looking for footage of, and I haven't been able to find it anywhere. There was an incident in the first half which was talked about profusely last night. It was talked about loads by everybody in the bar that I was in. And this was when I think it was either Bruno Felipe or Correa had a break in the first half, and he got tackled in quite a unique way, let's put it that way, by the Omonoia defender and brought down in the penalty box. To say that he was brought down was an understatement, seeing as his leg was probably around hip height, more or less around his stomach when he brought him down. I've looked and looked and looked, but I do remember last night that he didn't touch the ball. I wish I'd recorded it on my phone at the time. I've now learned a valuable lesson that come the morning, Ceta Vision showed the highlights and didn't show anything of the Pafos penalty claim in the first half. Nothing. I can't find anything anywhere about it. It's almost as if they've tried to eradicate it off the internet. However, a bit more digging, and I did find a bit of footage from one of the Pafos fans behind the goal that we were attacking. Unfortunately, it only shows the Pafos player going down onto the floor after he's been kicked. It didn't actually show the kick, so we're a bit scuppered. But it makes me wonder why have they not included that in the highlights of the game? It was a massive talking point. Pafos were 1-0 up, and had we been granted that penalty, that would have been 2-0. The fact that everyone was totally bemused as to why it wasn't given in the first place, and it even did go to VAR for him to check for a possible penalty offence, and nothing. So it's my mistake. I know now that I need to video incidents on my phone, because you can't rely on Ceta Vision to give the true highlights of an important game, of an important incident at the time where it could have been a match-changing decision. Surely the fans are allowed that, aren't we? To get the full highlights rather than an edited version that's clipped out one of the most important decisions of the first half. I don't know. It's food for thought, but I've shown you the video. It's not long, and it is behind the goal, but you can tell by the players where Dragomir puts his hand across his stomach to indicate where the tackle was made, and he didn't touch the ball. The ball was missed completely, and he wellied him straight across the stomach. Look, I know a lot of you are going to say, don't cry over spilt milk, amigo Darren, and I'm not, but I do like to see a fair assessment of the teams rather than it becoming possibly biased and a bit twisted. Sponsorship or no sponsorship, doesn't matter. You're a TV company and you need to pull your socks up. Anyway, that's my opinion on it all. And some of you will say, sour grapes, bad loser, whatever. But no, we were beaten fair and square. We didn't play our best. So, at the end of the day, maybe it might have made a decision. We don't know. It's historic. It's in the past. It's done with. It just means that when Omonoia come to Pafos, we've got to beat them 17-0. Anyway, 17-0 or maybe 3-0 or 2-0, that'll do us. Let's hope by that stage that the championship is going to be as close as it is at the moment. I think we're going to be in for an absolute roller coaster ride this year. It's so much more exciting. It's a good few teams involved in the top 5 that can just romp away with this quite easily. So until the next game on Sunday, let's keep it real. And remember, Pafos FC, it's a way of life. Yeah. Pami Pavo, let's go!